Welcome to the Fantasy Football League podcast. I'm your host Aiden, and today I'm joined by two special guests. First, my fellow 1-3 struggler Brookezylaphone, also known as Lost Streak Brooke, also known as Editor Brooke. So, welcome. And we are blessed with an actual talented fantasy team owner, Pawninq, also known as Mr. Should Be Second Place, also known as Tyrell's Tragedy. So, welcome to the podcast.
I'm not going to forget that disrespect. That's crazy.
I should be second.
You should be second. It is a tragedy that you're not second. I'll just say that.
Right? When I looked at it in the morning, I was like, what is this? What am I doing
or
down
at least 3-1. Like, if you were 3-1, I think that would feel better.
Well, yeah.
But you are 2-2, so.
You're going to have the poop emoji next week, next to your points.
Nah. I don't lose now.
Well, I guess, Brooke, take it away.
All right. This podcast covers the coveted Fantasy Football League. Our Fantasy Football League with our 9 friends, with 9 of our friends. As we go through the year and ultimately find out who is worthy of the crown, we will have trials and tribulations that will all be covered here. So strap in and spread those eyeballs because you're about to witness the best fantasy football coverage you've ever seen. Today, we're going to cover everything that happened in Week 3 within the league and preview the matchups for next week.
That's supposed to say Week 4. That's my bad.
For Week 4 within the league.
I'll just edit it. No, I'll actually keep it in because now we wouldn't have this good moment of me messing up. So, yeah, I guess we can get into it. Thank you both for joining me, though. It's a special 2-guest podcast. So we get to have 3 people. So we're going to have even more fun. More jokes. More roasting my team. So yeah,
we would never
get into it. And I guess we can start with Week 4, and we'll start with Brooke's matchup off the bat because I know she really wants to cover this. And she played our guest last week, TAC 1421. So how did that go, Brooke? How are you feeling?
I was raised right by my mama, so I'm not going to talk any trash to TAC. I think he's a great person, a great guest. But if we see each other again, he's going down. I'm just going to say that. Because, I think he had easy matchups. He had, he's got half of Cincinnati's team on his team, and they played Carolina. So what do you expect? I mean, Carolina's defense is not necessarily the best defense in the league. And another guy of his played New England. I mean, I guess their defense isn't as great as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Easy matchups. I had a couple harder matchups, you may say. Not all of them, but I'm just going to blame it on that.
Yeah, I think it's fair. If you had started DeAndre Swift instead of Emmanuel Wilson, you only would have lost by like 20 points. So it was pretty close.
Hurt a lot less, but Swift was getting he got 6 points, 8 points, 5 points the last couple weeks. So I'm like, this guy sucks, right? Yep. So I swapped him out, of course, at the worst time. And I was reading that Wilson was going to get a lot of carries because the week previous, I think, he got a lot of carries over Jacobs even that week. So I was like, that's a good bet. I'm just going to trust what the website tells me, and I'm never doing that again. So
I started I benched him in my other league as well, so I had to deal with Swift on my bench as well, and it was a painful week.
Yes, it was,
but I guess it didn't really matter because Jordan Mason has just been doing really well, so
killing it.
Yep.
Am I jealous that he got a starting running back in the last round? That's like the number 1 running back, maybe a little bit, but overall his team is looking a little better. So now that he's 2-2, I guess I can start talking trash again and stop feeling bad for him. Back to trash. Next time I play him, he's also going down. So that's 2 more losses for you.
Make that 3.
You make that 3. Ooh, okay.
Big words.
I like it. Yep. And now I think my mom is playing him this week. So I'll say on behalf of her, you're going down as well. So that's 4 losses, I guess. So yeah.
I'm rooting for your mom to win the league, so more power to
her. All right, I'll transfer the message to her. She might listen to this anyway, so.
She better. Hi, Mom.
She better. Anyway, I guess we can go on to Pawn's matchup, because Pawn has been super consistent, but has just gotten some unlucky matchups, like week 4, where you played KMoneyTheRichOG.
H-N. How you?
Yeah, H-N's been killing it. I don't know if you saw the podcast last week, but Tack boldly proclaimed that everyone who starts a Dolphin loses, and so far it has been true. So,
and
without Tua, that is.
Tua is needed. H-N will be back to being running back top 3.
I agree, and as someone who also has H-N in my other league, I need that as well. So
I need him so bad.
Yeah, H-N and DeAndre Swift. Let's pick it up.
And Akers.
And yeah. Yep.
Actually, I had Akers off. I put Worthy in, but I was like, Akers is going to play. But I should have left Worthy in there.
Yeah, I see. And you dropped Akers. Who'd you pick up this week?
No. Actually, no. I left. I still have Akers.
Oh, okay. Okay. The
I kept on benching him, and I decided to put him on the team that week, and I shouldn't.
Got you. I mean, I think everyone thought he was going to do good, so
yeah,
makes sense. But I mean, K Money's team did really good again. It was Nico Collins.
Oh my! I was watching him the whole time. I was like, "Oh, stop!"
Yeah, please. That was annoying.
And that's a good stack with Stroud too. Like that's a good team.
That's a good team.
Yeah, I'm not a Wait, does he have? I thought he had 2. Oh no, that's a different team that has 2 Texans.
He's got Schultz.
Yeah, he does have Schultz. Yeah, so he does have 2 Texans. I'm not usually a huge fan of that, but I mean, it's been working so far, so
yeah,
can't really critique a team that has 2 more wins than me. So, yeah, I mean, overall, pretty solid team. I think your team's though. I think it's gonna. I mean, it's been really consistent, so I think it's once you start playing the bad teams, you're just gonna start winning more. Like once you play me, once you play Tack,
Rook.
Yeah, you're done for week 9.
Gonna give you that emoji again.
Nah, it's yours.
But yeah, it was an interesting week. We'll say that, an interesting week.
We'll step it back up.
Yeah, but on the bright side of things, I actually got a win. So my first win.
Congratulations!
I'll take it. Thank you. I beat Dan, who only scored 69 points. But I was definitely worried going into Monday night because there's like the 2 games, and he had Josh Allen, Keon Coleman, and I don't remember who else played. I think it was it the Dolphins? I think it was Tyreek Hill. So we had all 3, and I had just Kenneth Walker, and Kenneth Walker scored. Oh no, I had Kincaid as well. But yeah, they both did really good. So. I ended up beating him by a lot.
Kenneth Walker killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Allen did surprisingly bad. So
yeah,
you definitely got lucky. Like, I mean, you have a good team, but that was a tough matchup going into Monday night for sure.
Yeah, and I definitely needed a win. We'll just say that because I was definitely going down in the depths, and I'm still in 11th place even after that win. So. If I lose this week, I'm going back down to 12th. So let's hope that doesn't happen for my sake.
Week 4 though, we got time.
Yeah, we do have time. It's and you only got to get top 6. So yeah, just gotta make a run and just get top 6, and then anyone's got a chance. It's back to 0-0 wins. 0 wins, 0 losses. Once you get in the playoffs,
it's gonna be a scary one.
Yeah.
At least everybody's won a game. Nobody's 0-4. So I'm proud of everybody.
That's a good point, Otherwise it I don't know, just it really stinks when you're 0-4. And I was definitely feeling bad for Naples because he was 0-3 and he has McCaffrey.
Yeah,
but I'm playing him this week, so no, I'm not feeling bad for him anymore.
No, we're talking trash now.
Oh yeah, definitely talking trash. But so he's been one of the people that was in the league last year, and I got second place, and I think he was in like the bottom half of the league, but he's beat me every time we've played. So
really,
and, yeah. So I'm looking for my first win against him, even though I don't know. My teams usually have done better. It's just it feels like every week his team performs against me, and I'm a little scared. But I guess we can go on to the next matchup before I get too sidetracked. So last week it was Totally Offensive versus Ricknolle. Do you see that matchup?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that one definitely stings for my mom, Totally Offensive, because she had Rashee Rice. And she also had Mark Andrews, who both got 0 points. And
yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, I think if Rashee Rice played like a full game, she probably would have won, just because how good he's been doing.
Oh, he's wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
He's so good.
It just stings. I mean, now he's probably out for the year. I mean, I don't know why they're taking so long to figure out, but
yeah, I think they're being really secretive about it. Like, they must know at this point.
Yeah, it seems really weird to me. But yeah, that one definitely stings, especially because Kyler Murray did bad, and I know she's a Kyler Murray fan, so
support that.
Yeah. So, oh well. Also, she's played Pittman every single week except last week where she benched him, and he had 20 points. But you can't really know that Joe Flacco's going to come in and actually do well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they need Flacco.
You just never know.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I think her team will do better this week, but yeah. Rick's been he's just been sneaking out wins. I don't even know how he's 4-0 at this point, but he's just been sneaking them out.
He has a good team.
He does. He has a good, solid team, and it's just funny because he has I don't know what, I had to look at all of the teams, but I think he's got like the 7th most points. No, it's 6th most points, and he's in 2nd place.
Wow.
Saquon's helping him a lot.
Yeah. Pretty lucky, but also, I mean, you just got to get the wins. That's what it's about in fantasy. So
he's got a good bench too.
Yeah, definitely a good bench. I think a lot of running backs.
Dobbins is the only one I'm scared about.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Dobbins is a scary play.
Yeah.
Everybody else got double digits on his team. Dobbins was the only one with single digits.
True.
Dobbins has been hurt almost every year, so that's the only. They still his team altogether works around him.
That's a good point. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that could definitely be like one injury away. And then my favorite player, Barkley, my new favorite player.
He's so good.
He's so good,
especially with your team. Like,
oh yeah, he's carrying the Eagles right now.
Yeah,
he's trying to
literally.
At least.
Literally and figuratively.
Well, besides against the Falcons, but we don't talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that game.
I think we should talk about it. Go that game was Falcons.
Rough. He's not used to winning, so that's what it is. He's not used to winning, and he didn't know that he had to catch the ball for the win. So I also blame the coaches for not going for it on 4th, because they definitely should have gone for it on 4th.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. It is funny though that it still triggers me, even though we're 2-2, and that was week 2. Was that week 1 or 2?
I think it was week 2.
Okay. So either way, I'm still triggered by it. 3 weeks later.
Yeah, he just needs to remember to not rub sticks of butter on his hands before the last play.
Yeah. I think that's good advice.
Thank you.
He needs to learn from Nick Foles how to catch the ball. That's what he needs.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think that was a good matchup. I like both those teams long term. But
Yeah.
The next matchup is Naples versus Mmcgrath, and I don't know. I'm not sold on either of their teams, but Naples did have a good week finally, and who knows when McCaffrey's coming back. But he also has Chubb coming back too. So.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. And I don't know if Hollywood Brown is going to play this year, but we'll see.
He will not.
The Chiefs are like being so secretive with everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I thought I heard he was out for the season.
Yeah, I think I heard that too.
Well,
but it must be an assumption.
Yeah, you guys might know the news better than me. So, either way, though, I mean, at least having Nick Chubb and McCaffrey. Well, McCaffrey might not even come back. I mean, there's a chance of that too. But if McCaffrey comes back, and kind of hopefully, I mean, I'm not a huge Niners fan, but just I feel bad for all the people that drafted him, and there was like no sign that he would be injured this long.
I think if they're smart, they wouldn't bring him back.
Yeah, probably.
Mason's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I have Mason in a lot of leagues, so
yeah,
I'm fine with that. But at the same time, there's definitely a part of me that's like,
bring CMC back.
Yeah, bring him back. But I don't know. I think either way, since he has Chubb coming back, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think his bench. He has a lot of depth on his bench though, so he kind of does need to pick up some people. I think this week would have been a good week for him to bid on players, but I think he missed out. There was a couple big players this week. I
know. I tried to bid on. I thought 20 was gonna be good on them. Nope.
Yeah.
They were not.
Yeah. My mom stole both the players from you.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. And
I'm like, I got these.
Too. Yeah.
I went to bed like knowing I was gonna get them, and then I wake up, I didn't get one. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. It was funny though, because even if my mom didn't beat me, you would have beat me on both of them, so I would have been pissed either way.
Mom did some good pickups there.
Yeah, and then she just picked up Downs too, and I was thinking about it. But overall, I think this for both of these teams, really, the bench probably could have been improved, because I'm not sure what MMcgrath is doing with all the tight ends. I don't
let me look at this.
There's a lot of tight ends.
Oh yeah,
three tight ends. So I'm not sure exactly what he's doing with that, because
Asim is good, but he's like 2 games of the year.
Yeah, good. And one of them was last week, so he's only got one more week.
Yeah, and now he's injured. Yeah. I don't think he's playing this week.
Yeah, that's true.
But this year is like no tight ends are doing that good. So
yeah, that's true.
I think he should play. How do you say that guy's name?
Ingram?
Xavier Legette.
Oh.
Yeah.
Legette?
I think it's Legette. I think that's
I try to pick him up in a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
Now that they benched Bryce Young, like I think he's going to be
pretty good.
Big target. Like, I think him over who does he have? Zay Flowers would probably be my move.
Ooh, that is, man. Zay Flowers has been so disappointing the last 2 weeks, so I definitely understand that.
That's King Henry's freaking fort.
Yeah, King Henry's been taking all the points.
Yeah, back at it.
Well, either way, I think both those teams could pick up some people. I guess we only have one matchup left, though, so we can go right into that. And this was the heavyweight matchup, and it came down to Monday night too. So it was a close matchup. It just wasn't enough. I don't remember who was it that played. Was it James Cook? I think it was.
Cook disappointed me too.
Yeah, James Cook was definitely disappointing. It was RageAgainstWeirdos versus JennWeng, and JennWeng again crushed it. I've been saying it. They're in first place now, but their team's just been super solid the last 3 weeks. And, I mean, it's really been the running backs. Obviously, Chuba Hubbard might not be good once Jonathan Brooks comes back, but who knows?
Jen is my op.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the running backs are really good. They got 4 good running backs. They also have Deebo Samuel and A.J. Brown coming back. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean,
It's
I
a
think
good
this team is
for sure.
stacked. Yeah.
Stevenson might lose his first round. Like, he might be getting switched.
I think they officially said that Gibson is starting this week. So.
Then, the bench is crazy. Holy.
Yeah, joking too.
Yeah, it's a stacked team.
All they have to get rid of is Steele, and that's it.
Yeah. But I think this team is really good. It was, especially once their stars come back, it's going to be like, I don't know, crazy stacked. And they're already scoring like 132 without their first 2 picks, essentially.
A great call.
Yeah, they're the team to beat for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the benching Samuel, that was, I'm sure, a hard one too.
Yeah.
So, good call by them. And then, it was RageAgainstWeirdos has the most points in the league, and they're 2-2. So, somehow there's a higher scoring 2-2 team than you. So, the first and second most scoring points are both 2-2, which is wild. Typical fantasy.
One game we just popped off. I did like 160.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this week was super unlucky though, because for both of you, really, you both scored a lot of points. I think you scored more points than me, so you had the 6th most points. So on average, you should have won. And then RageAgainstWeirdos had a ton of points. So just unlucky overall, but
We'll bounce back.
Yeah, bounce back is coming, and especially once play some of the weaker teams. So I think it's going to kind of even out, and because the tiebreaker is points for, that it does, like, in the long run help out a bunch. I know last year I think I started out 1-3, but I had like the second most points. So after like I started to win, I just like flew up the rankings. So I mean, if you had like one more win, you'd be in 3rd place. So it's kind of like
I'll be back to 3rd.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not too bad right now. It's so early; it's hard to tell. And I don't know if you've like heard this, but it's like one of the lowest passing years for QBs and just in general. And the theory is that it's like the preseason, since no one's playing preseason. So now that we've had like the 4 weeks of preseason, maybe they'll start throwing.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Mayfield's been throwing like crazy.
Yeah. Mayfield, even Kirk Cousins recently.
Yeah, Kirk.
Yep.
Yesterday's game was crazy. It was all throwing.
Oh yeah, it was all throwing.
I loved it.
There was no running, and I'm very aware of watching Bijan's points go up very, very slowly.
Yep.
And watching Darnell Mooney on my bench score 34 points.
Oh,
brutal.
But
do we know if the Raiders are starting Minshew this week? I think there was some speculation.
I think they are, but Zamir White is out. So I know Madison is starting, who I think someone just picked up.
Don't I have Madison?
Oh, no, it was my mom. Oh, of course.
Oh, that must be my other team. She knows what she's doing. That's awesome.
She does. She's been on top of it. So what can you do? I mean, I can't steal my mom's players from her. You know? I feel like that would be some foul commissioner plays, you know?
You could bribe her within the family. I think that's valid.
Yeah, bribe her with a trade offer.
Yeah.
Really, I promise, a really good Christmas gift this year. Well, that's all the matchups from last week. So now it's time for your surprise segment.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Your head-to-head prop bets. So, normally when I do this, I ask the guest to pick 3 prop bets on players on their own team. And in the first week, my mom went 0-3, and she got all wrong. And in the second week, Troy went 0-3 and got all of them wrong. So now this week, I'm going to have both of you pick 3. So you'll each pick 3 prop bets on your team. So it'll be 3 players that are on your team. I just realized one of these players already played on Thursday for Brooke. So,
easy.
May have to change that one out. Okay, I got it. So, Brooke, we will go with your 3 picks first. So,
right,
I'm going to give
ready.
you your players and then a yardage prop. So, will DeAndre Swift get more or less than 52.5 rushing yards?
52.5 rushing yards.
Yeah.
No, that's a great question, Aiden. You know, I'm trying to look right now. He's never got that many. Oh, no, he did this last week. But they're going against Carolina.
Exactly.
And he's
It's a
coming
tough
off
line.
a hot week, you know. Ugh. You know, I'm going to go over on that one.
All right, over.
I think it's going to stay
everyone
hot
bet the
against
opposite because
Carolina.
everyone else has been 0-3, so bet the opposite of that one. Your next one is Breece Hall over under 59.5 rushing yards.
59.5 against Minnesota. I'm going to go under on that one. It kind of depends if Rodgers... Whoa, boom. It kind of depends if Rodgers plays.
The drum roll.
Oh.
You're going to go...
Under.
I may have clicked the wrong sound drop.
I like the first one, but yeah.
And your last prop is Jaden Reed over under 57.5 receiving yards.
I mean, he put up numbers last week. I'm going to go over. He's gotten over 3 times.
Over.
I support that.
Or 2 times.
So DeAndre Swift over, Breece Hall under, and Jaden Reed over.
That's my Packers.
All right.
Those are my boys.
All right, Tyrell, are you ready for yours?
I am ready.
So the first one is Justin Fields over under 46.5 rushing yards.
Oh, that boy's running. It's over.
Over. All right, I like it. Now the next one is Devon Achane over under 47.5 rushing yards.
Ooh. New England.
Yeah.
I hope he does. Honestly, I'm going to say over on that one too.
All right, over it is.
He's cooking.
Confidence in your fins.
He's cooking.
And then the last one is CeeDee Lamb over or under 80.5 receiving yards.
Oh, you know what? We're going the triple over.
Ooh, the triple over.
It's Pittsburgh. They got to throw.
All right, I like it. So you went over on all 3.
All 3.
And
3 for 3.
Brooke went over, under, over. So we'll see if either of you can get any right, because so far no one's gotten any right. So
Oh, we're going 3 for 3 on both. Are you kidding me?
I just want one of you to get one right. That's my goal.
I have to. I did all 3 over. They all
Yeah, right, somebody.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna lose if you don't go like over on one of them. You know, so. All right. Well,
I think Justin Fields will be for real right. That one's right.
Oh yeah, I think that one's gonna smash it. He's got to do it. You know.
He's dropping me 30 points this week.
He's dropping 30 points. Bold.
Yep.
I love it.
That's a statement. Record that part.
Record it.
Against Dallas, 30 points.
They're nothing.
Whoa,
The team
big
is
words.
so bad.
It is pretty bad. I'm hoping for the win. Pull it off for me. All right. Well, I guess we can go into this week's matchups, and we can kind of go through these pretty quickly. We actually went through the last week matchups quickly as well, so this might be a quicker podcast. I'm digging it.
I can talk more if you want. I've been
Yeah,
a little
what are
quiet.
your
I'm
stats?
ready
I
to
thought you were gonna
ramble.
pull out all the stats.
I got my stats. I'll look up whatever y'all want to hear about. I got you.
Well, I guess we can start off with Brooke's matchup because she already had half of her team play. Oh, wait, no, she only had 3 players play. They just scored over half her points already. So,
Easy.
easy. Brooke, you're playing Ricknolle.
Ooh,
And
he's about to get his first loss. Sorry, Rick. Love you,
it
buddy,
looks
but
like it
you're
at
done.
this point. I mean, you're projected to beat him by 45, so pretty
Minimum.
good. Minimum. But, I mean, overall, your team crushed it. You have 3 players play and get 75 points, and he had a player play and only get 9 points. So
Yes.
it's a good start.
I picked up Mayfield this week. I'm super excited. I couldn't figure out my quarterback situation, and now I feel like I got my boy locked in. Drake London was popping off. I think he'll be okay. I mean, I guess this week it doesn't matter, but he got pretty good shot to the ribs at the end there. But he's tough. He was standing there at the post-game interview, ready to keep, talking, so he's fine.
Kyle Pitts finally did something.
Fine,
So
dude.
that's good.
Amen.
He did nothing for me last week. He was killing me.
Yeah. So I think it's honestly, I think you're going to crush. I think you're winning this week. I don't want to jinx it. I'll knock on wood. Knock on wood for you. But
I won't do that.
I don't want Waddle on my team anymore. If anybody wants him, please trade me somebody.
I got
because
you.
He's trash. Well, he's not trash, but the Dolphins are trash right now. I don't need them. Take them away from me, please. Thank you.
I think that's fair. Until Tua comes back, he definitely is a bench candidate,
Yeah, and I would bench him if my guys weren't on bye this week. I guess my only guy is my boy Lad.
Yeah. Yeah, you could drop Shakir if you want.
Nah, he's my new boy.
Yeah, after spending 25, you have to keep him for at least like
21.
2 weeks. 21? Oh, it was 21. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't even notice.
I know, it was very calculated. I thought if somebody bets 20, I'm going to get him.
I see. I will say, though, you did get pretty lucky with buys for Ricknolle, so definitely looking good. And I definitely think you are going to win.
Yeah, I didn't look at that. That's a good point.
Now, Pawn, you are playing RageAgainstWeirdos, who has the most points in the league, so you could
We're gonna make
hand
that
him another loss.
second most.
Yeah, and you got first and second most points, are battling each other, and he has a lot of buys.
He does. I'm so happy.
And he has another injury in his starting lineup, so I mean, there's a chance that he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna have to drop someone though.
Let's hope he puts. Hopefully, Kamara is he's just gone for one game and that's it.
Yeah.
I do not want to play Kamara after what he did to me last time.
Yeah.
Is he? He's playing though, right? Kamara's playing. I'm pretty sure.
Is he?
Yeah, but he's tough. He's built out of bricks. He'll be fine.
Isn't he old?
True.
He's old, but he's alright.
It is a Kansas City though. Kansas City's got a pretty good defense, so. And also Mahomes has been terrible, so he's probably going to get below projected.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is overrated for fantasy wise.
Yeah,
but
for fantasy.
He's still the best quarterback out there. Just not for fantasy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're projected to win. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, projections, but I mean, it's looking good. I like your projections too, because it's like I could see a lot of your players doing better than projected, besides Achan.
Whoa.
Hey, I had to bench Achan for DeAndre Swift in my other league, so.
Yeah, I wish Neighbors wasn't hurt. That would make my team perfect right now.
Yeah, Neighbors being hurt definitely stings. He's been so good, but even still, you're projected to win. So, hopefully, I mean,
Worthy's gonna pop off.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do really good now that Rice is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Rage also has tougher matchups overall. He's going against some good defenses, so I think his team's going to struggle a little bit more to get points this week.
Yeah, and I mean, just all the buys is definitely insane.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's brutal for him, for sure.
I know he's also a Raiders fan, so the Adams stuff is really painful for him. So
I'm sorry, Rage, but I love it. I'm like, you wanted to leave my boy Rodgers for that, and now look at where it got you.
Yeah, he was going through the stages of grief because I was like, I heard there's Devontae Adams rumors, and he was totally in denial. So he's definitely he's going through the stages.
I don't blame him. They're falling apart. I mean, they got Brock Bowers now, so that's like the light at the end of the tunnel. But
so good.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Amazing. I mean, it might be better for him if like Adams goes to like the Chiefs or something, and if he has Mahomes and Adams, and then he also has Bowers, like that could work out in the long run. Not for his like happiness as like a fan or a football fan, but like for fantasy, it would be good.
Right. If he goes to KC, I'm gonna be so upset.
I'll be so mad.
That's just terrible.
That's just calling for the three-peat.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I hate
it would
so
be
much.
so
It's
frustrating.
disgusting.
This is Dolphins year. Let me go.
Yep, it's definitely the Dolphins year.
Tua just needs to come back. All right, he's just chilling.
Oh yeah, definitely the Dolphins year.
Oh.
It took me too long to get that. I was like trying to set it up and I misclicked it like 3 times.
No, you're good. I'm blonde, so my brain works at 50% speed, so it was perfect timing.
That was my like half blonde coming out. Well, the next matchup I guess we can go into is my matchup.
LA Lambs.
I am so triggered because I have lost to Naples twice last year, and I just can't beat him, and I feel like it's about to happen again because he had Mike Evans go off, and then not only did I have Bijan Robinson not do great, but I had Darnell Mooney on my bench have the best game he's going to have all year, and I've been starting him the last couple weeks too, so it just hurts. I essentially started Trey Sermon over him, so now I'm going to cry when Trey Sermon gets 5 points. So yeah, fun.
Oof, and Daniels has his scary. He's going to have a nightmare this game.
Oh yeah, I'm worried about it because he's kind of had some easy matchups, so I don't think he's going to get like 30 points again.
This is a scary defense.
Yeah, definitely scared. So yeah, I'm trying to make a trade with you. I'm trying to make a trade with you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Live on
we'll
the
see.
podcast?
Live on the podcast.
First.
We'll see. Maybe after this, I'm gonna definitely be looking through your team, trying to get something done. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking how my team is coming together, especially because I have Jonathan Brooks and Puka Nacua hopefully coming back, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Brooks is gonna be really good.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gets the lead role and they don't like have to like wait for a little while for him to pick up. But
hopefully they don't split it like Gibbs and Montgomery.
yeah, that would be. I mean, I wouldn't mind that if they were scoring as much as the Lions, but it is the Panthers, so yeah. And it is going to be weird too because I have Deontay Johnson, so I'm not sure how many Panthers I want on my team.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm definitely excited now that my team is scoring more points, but I'm still 1-3, so
I think you got a chance to win this week, even with
I'm hoping.
Evans popping off. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. It's possible.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about some of my matchups, but I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that the Bears collapse and that me benching Rome Odunze was smart and that DJ Moore doesn't do good and I somehow win. It feels like inevitable that I'm losing to Naples at this point, so
yeah, I kind of got a feeling Odunze is going to be back on his stuff this week, especially against Carolina.
So you think I should start him, is what you're saying?
I would definitely think about it. I don't want to tell you what to do and then be blamed for his terrible game, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about him this week.
Okay. What I like doing is asking my opponent who I should start, because then it like gets in their head and they're like, oh, I should pick who's going to score less, and then they're like, oh wait, no. What if I accidentally pick the person that's going to score more? And you got to get in their head, you know. And then they start thinking about your. Yeah, they start thinking about your lineup.
Start Hopkins. It's an easy dub. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's all mind games at that point, you know.
Yeah, it's all mind games, and it doesn't work because I don't know. I feel like this team is cursed this year, and I'm hoping it's not, but. I've just made so many bad decisions. So
I'm just scared for Bijan.
Yeah, I'm scared for Bijan too.
If you want Swift, I'll take Bijan off your hands.
Bijan for Swift. That seems like a fair trade,
Yeah.
You want another Falcon?
No. I forgot how many I have on this league. I got the whole team on my team. It's terrible.
You're going to have more Falcons than Tack has Bengals. And speaking of Tack, we can go into his matchup, so.
Hold on. Pawn sent me a trade.
Oh, live on the
9 minutes
podcast.
ago. I don't...
Live
wait,
on the
hold on.
podcast. Ooh.
This is crazy talk.
Ooh, live
Tucker
on the
Kraft for Waddle?
Tucker Kraft for Waddle. At this rate, if Tua doesn't come back, it's not a bad...
This is Kraft's year.
Okay. I'm going to just decline that right now.
That's so funny.
My plan is to just bench Waddle until Tua comes back and see how that kind of goes for a couple weeks. And if it's still bad, I'm going to drop him or trade him. But I'm going to probably bench him once Shakir's back and I can bring in McConkey or whatever. McConkey. He must be Irish as can be, right?
He's got to be.
He don't look Irish, but he's Irish.
I don't know anything about him, but he sounds like an Irish name. So
he's got the luck of the Irish.
He's really good.
All right, we can continue. I'm sorry for my little tangent.
Oh, it's okay. I approve of the live trade talks.
Where are we going?
We're going to Tack and Totally Offensive. So this is my mom, Totally Offensive, versus Tack,
Mom.
Brooks' nemesis.
Yes, I'm more into this matchup than any matchup this week. Go, Mom. Tack, you're donezo. Forget what I said about being raised right. I'm about to throw some flack your way, okay? Let's go, Mama. Kyler Murray's about to pop off finally. Joe Burrow's trash. He has a stupid haircut. He should bring his old hair back. His teeth are creepy. Burrow's done for. Go Totally Offensive.
Honestly, I like your mom's matchup here. I like her team a lot better.
Yeah, I really like her. I do like her team a lot, but I will say that all of Tack's matchups are really good this week. It's also Kelsey is actually probably going to get targets this week now. So I think it might be close as long as Brian Robinson and Kareem Hunt play.
I didn't even see that. But
she does have Alexander Madison and Downs, so it's not the worst. I don't know if I'd want to start Pittman and Downs.
Yeah, I
if
wouldn't.
Richardson plays.
Sure. Right.
I had a good feeling about Wicks. Wicks will pop off this week.
Oh yeah, so. Wicks is gonna go off. I was so mad about that because I drafted Wicks and then I dropped him after he did nothing week 1.
I remember you drafted that because Brooke wanted him and then you took him.
Yeah.
Yep. At least I have him in a lot of best ball leagues, so I'm not too mad about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely. It was funny because my mom literally. It was you and me. We both bid on the same players. It was Kareem Hunt and Wicks, and she just bid more than you.
She was balling.
20. Now she only has 10 fab left overall. She's using all her fab.
I'm saving mine, I guess.
Yeah.
She put together a good team, though. She made the right moves. Yeah,
she did. Besides Mark Andrews, that one still stings, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, this one's going to be a close one, and I think we're all rooting for one team or the other. And
well, we're rooting.
We're rooting. But yeah, now I can talk trash on Troy, so I can catch up to him. And we have a little bet in our group chat too, where the last place person is going to do a punishment, and since I'm currently last place, I don't want to have to roll 2 Yahtzees in a row, which is going to take 6 hours mathematically, so so I don't want to have to do that. So
that's terrible.
I'm definitely rooting for Troy on this one, or rooting for my mom is what I meant to
say. Whoa, you heard it here first, folks. That's crazy.
But yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's a very innocent little bet y'all have.
That is very innocent.
Me and Pawn would do something terrible.
Yeah, I think there's one where it was there's an option to go to Denny's or something, and you have to like stay there for 24 hours, but you take off 1 hour for each pancake you eat. So you could just eat 24 pancakes.
I'll be there for 2 hours.
Get a couple drinks, just be plastered at Denny's.
Yeah. So there's some interesting punishments. I thought the Yahtzee one would be really funny because I could live stream it, and I would just live stream it for like 6 hours of me rolling dice.
That'd be good.
So yeah, I think there's some good punishments we could do, but yeah, either way, I think we'll definitely have to come up with something for the league overall next year. Like an official one. Yeah, not just a poop emoji, because the loser does still get a poop emoji next to their name.
We can move on from the poop emoji, y'all. I'm over it.
Brooke's very comfortable with that.
Yeah, Brooke knows what that feels like.
Yeah, a little too much.
The next matchup is Danbledore versus Mmcgrath, and this one, I don't know what Dan's gonna do for running back, because he has like one running back that's even playing, and it's Ezekiel Elliott. So,
oh my,
oh no.
So this isn't looking like his week.
Hey, if he wants to trade me for...
I was just thinking that.
I got a couple people for him. Hit me up.
Yeah, you should send him some offers. I know he wants to trade Tyreek Hill, so if you want to get
Emmanuel Wilson for Tyreek Hill. Take it or leave it.
I'm dead. I might actually send him some offers, because even though Tyreek Hill is not doing good now, you know.
Hey, give him... this week is him.
Give him a couple weeks.
Nah. Give him this week. He's popping off.
This week? All right. I'm going to make the trade now. I'll send him an offer after the podcast.
Yeah, no Finn slander in front of Pawn. He's a Finns fan over there.
Well, either way, I think that one's going to be a blowout. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a bummer for him.
Hey, you never know. Josh Allen.
I mean, yeah, Josh Allen. Well, to be fair, 2 weeks ago, Josh Allen did go off and he still lost. So
yeah,
I don't have much faith in Kittle.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, never mind. Mixon's. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Never mind. This is a blowout.
Yep.
Sorry, Dan.
I'm gonna try to trade him for Tyreek Hill and Devontae Smith and see if I can work something out. You know, try to get.
You gotta give him your whole team.
Yeah. I'll try to work something out. Maybe I'll trade a Bijan. You know.
I got Dowdle and Eckler for trade.
Dowdle and Eckler, love it. My favorite players. I love that.
Move that.
I love that Jaden Daniels and Eckler stack. That's my favorite stack.
That's a perfect stack.
Yeah. So I don't really have much to say about Mmcgrath's team, but he's definitely been squeaking out some wins. So. It's looking like he's going to get back in the win column this week. I mean, his team's good. I'm not a huge fan of his bench, but now that Gibson's going to be a starter probably, I think that's good. I don't know why he has 4 tight ends.
Yeah, we need him on the podcast to explain himself. Yeah,
because I didn't even notice that, but he had the 3 tight ends last week, and then he picked up another one. I didn't even notice that we talked about that, why he had 3 tight ends, and now he has 4. So
wow, is he trying to put the whole team together, just an entire bench of tight ends?
Yeah, just trying to hoard them all, I guess.
Yeah, he's trying to get some trades.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's trading for those guys.
Ingram, maybe.
I'd want Laporta over him. He's been a little.
I don't trust Laporta this year.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we only have one matchup left, and it's an exciting one. It's KMoneyTheRich versus the first place JennWeng, and Jen has a lot of people on buys, her QB, so she had to switch to Geno Smith, which is actually he's been doing really good. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Let's go Rich.
Go Rich.
Whoa, got a JennWeng hater in the chat.
Yeah, that's my freaking op right there. She took me my first dub. Nah.
I mean, it's going to be a close one, I think. I think this one's going to be close. You know,
I like looking at their team. It's too good.
Yeah, both their teams are really good, honestly. Jefferson, Olave, Nico. I mean, they've been doing well.
They're both disgusting.
Yeah.
What's
Bucky
that
Irving
bench?
was a questionable start, I will say that. But
Yeah, it didn't go well.
yeah.
That
I know he
bench
has
is nice.
David Montgomery on bye, but he probably could have found someone on waivers.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It is what it is. That's going to be a tough matchup, though. It'll be a good one to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Heavyweights over there, so I guess that's it. I guess that's all the matchups. Is there anything else you want to say about the league? Any trash talk you want to say to your opponents?
You know, I want to play more games. The little over-under was fun. I love a good game.
I'm going to win that.
All right.
We can make a bet if you want.
Ooh.
Loser buys the person lunch.
No money bets. That's illegal in the state of Georgia.
What about
yeah.
you? The loser has to make an embarrassing statement for the podcast next week, and I'll put it in the episode.
I feel like I'd do that anyway.
Like they have to say that you have to say the Dolphins suck, and then you have to say that the Packers suck. Whoever loses.
Oh. Or you have to say something nice about the other person.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
Something nice?
Yep.
That's
Yep,
even
I like
harder. Dang. Okay.
All right, well, thank you both for joining me. I hope you enjoyed being on the podcast, and I hope everyone listening enjoyed listening. So
Thank you for having us. I'm glad to take over and do the intro anytime. You know, it was my first time, so a little not the best work, but I can do better. So
I'm just
going to
use that first one and use it for every. I don't even have to do the intro anymore. I'm just going to take that soundbite and use it for everyone.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You can pay me some commission for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you get a percentage of 0. So
that's small.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a lot.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and have a good football Sunday. Peace.
Yes. Go Mama.